Something I find interesting is a lot of the same voices who say you shouldn't paint Islam shouldn't condemn an entire religion for the actions of a few quote-unquote extremists are some of the same voices who will tell you that one hurricane or one hot day is indicative of man-made climate change. That kind of leads me into my an area where I see a big, huge assault on free speech, and that's this issue of man-made climate change. You see it being pushed by the intelligentsia and academia, the media.
Yeah, I mean,
and I call them posers to knowledge and science.
It's the fact that they used intimidation, the whole idea of the consensus, right? 98% or whatever the number is of scientists agree with this, which is a made-up number. That kind of intimidation to silence you. Oh, you're a denier. I'm not even going to talk to you. You see that all the time. And it's those kind of tactics are definitely tactics that are meant to silence, that are meant to deny you the ability to speak and to express yourself. And you see that all over the place. And you don't just see it with climate change. Climate change is one of the issues that they discuss, but you see it across the left. Again, particularly the radical left is very good at this kind of stuff, and the right is good when it comes to things like religion.
Thank you.
They find ways to shut you up, right? And they often use intimidation, subtle or explicit, but it's intimidation nonetheless.
Philosophy. What is Randism?
First of all, I do not call it Randism, and I don't like that name. I call it objectivism.
All right.
Meaning a philosophy based on objective reality. Now let me explain it as briefly as I can. First, my philosophy is based on the concept that reality exists as an objective absolute, that man's mind, reason, is his means of perceiving it, and that man needs a rational morality. I am primarily the creator of a new code of morality which has so far been believed impossible, namely a morality not based on faith.
On faith?
Not on faith, not on arbitrary whim, not on emotion, not on arbitrary edict, mystical or social, but on reason, a morality which can be proved by means of logic, which can be demonstrated to be true and necessary.
How does objectivism differ from the philosophies that many of us have been exposed to in our youths? Philosophies based upon religions, theologians, dogmatists.
The very first difference. Objectivism tells you that it is not right, it is not proper to man to take anything on faith. Religion is a matter of faith. You accept a religion emotionally or because you were born to it. You have not chosen it rationally. What objectivism will tell you is that reason, man's reason is his basic means of survival. That is the most important faculty which he has, and he has to guide his life and make his choices by means of his rational faculty. Mm-hmm. He has to make his own choices, but he has to know how to make them. It is immoral for him to act on his emotions, to be guided by the whim of the moment. That objectivism holds as very wrong, very immoral. And morality, in fact, consists of following your reason to the best of your ability. So that rationality is the basic virtue from which all the others proceed.